skin Omega, and he went wild. He grinded and grinded and grinded to get Omega in his life. So after that, when he went up and up and up. He played so much until he got max Omega. He could not stop. When he got Ragnarok, he stopped wearing Omega. And Omega, it broke his heart. Omega removed himself from his locker and went into his friends. And then they said his friend got a gift from Epic Games Omega. So when James grinded and grinded and grinded to get max Omega, not max Omega, max Ragnarok. When James' character got knocked down, so he couldn't control his character anymore. His character was in its own control. Anyway, when Johnny's character was knocked, when James' character was knocked, Tommy lost control of his character. And then James' character cut, and then Tommy's character cut James' character. Tommy's character cut James's character's head off. He grabbed his pickaxe and cut his head off. And James was terrified. He switched off his computer and went to bed. The next morning, when James turned on his PC and went into Fortnite, there was this giant Omega picture on James's screen. And then he heard a voice saying, "You have abandoned me, now I will hunt you." And James thought this was terrible. So he switched off his PC screen, turned it back on, and it was just normal. He was in the lobby with Ragnarok on. Everything was normal. So he ran a couple of draws with his friend Tommy as Omega. And that first game, when Tommy got 23 kills and won the game, Tommy is not that good. And when James called Tommy and said, "How did you do that?" he said, "It wasn't me, it was my skin." And then James had the biggest thud in his heart he had ever felt, and he collapsed. When he got home when he woke up in the hospital, it was right, he was there, his mom was there, and the doctors were there, and they said that he had a stroke, but it was nothing visual. There was nothing wrong with him. He was completely healthy, and he just had a stroke. And then his mum asked, could it have been a heat stroke? And the doctor said no, it wasn't. It was more of a heart attack.
Blackberry, I think.
Now I'm back, guys. I don't know if you heard that or not, but so he closed his eyes and went to sleep, and he was in his dream, and it was pitch black, and it was just Omega. Omega standing in front of him holding his hand out. When he woke up, he was like, it was like nothing. Like, he was covered in blood, literally covered from head to toe in blood. And I hadn't seen anything like it before. From head to toe, it was just blood, and his mum was screaming, and the doctors didn't know what happened, and he's screaming, and he's crying and screaming, what has happened? What happened? Help me. And they said they can't do anything. And so I just got distracted, and so he was put straight under in a coma. He was in a coma, and he woke up the next day with Ragnarok and Omega next to him, and he wasn't in the hospital, he was in the Fortnite lobby, and he thought this probably was a dream. It wasn't a dream. He had died. He was in the Fortnite lobby playing. This cost him his life. If he won, he would get everything, he'd be better, he would, like it never happened, he would have Omega, and he would, and so he was playing, he just camped with Omega and Ragnarok. They wouldn't concentrate because they were just sitting there fighting over and over, just constantly fighting about who's better, and then so, and everyone had known that Omega was better. Omega was the better skin. So it was a loot-like ending, the worst ending that you could have. And Johnny was getting shot at, but he actually hadn't taken any bullets on the entire day. And then this happened. Omega was ramping up, and Ragnarok had knocked his building down. He had turned around and stuck a grenade to Ragnarok, and then Ragnarok blew up. And there was standing the Reaper. The Reaper and Johnny were the Reaper and James were the last people in the game. And the Reaper had dropped all his guns, and Johnny had dropped everything apart from one, his heavy shotgun. And shotguns were really good back then, unlocked now. And they were sitting there dancing. Johnny was doing the Frost, and John Wick, the Reaper, was doing the robot. While the Reaper was dancing, James pulled out his heavy shotgun and shot the Reaper right in the head, and had won the game. He had woken up in a flash, and there was him at his PC asleep, in his bed asleep, looking at his PC with Ragnarok and Omega gear next to him. And when he went running out and asked his mum what had happened, she had said, James, I bought these costumes for you. It is now a real life or death situation. Burn one. That one you burn, that one that you do not burn will be your favorite. He burnt the Ragnarok costume, and Ragnarok was removed from his locker, but he was tier 100 and it was just locked. He could not wear that skin ever again.